I'm going to be watching today is how this Dallas Cowboy team handles success, especially on defense. It's a simple system they have on defense. It's all about hustle and relentlessness. But often with success comes complacency, and there's no room for that if this Cowboy team wants to stay on top of the NFC East at 3-1 today.
And Goose, some good news for the Cowboys. The Giants dropped to 0-4. How about Seattle and Houston in overtime, tied at 20? The Detroit Lions now tied atop the NFC North with the Chicago Bears. Vikings over the Steelers in London. The Chargers have won the toss but elected to defer. So Nick Novak will get things started. Dwayne Harris back deep for the Cowboys. And we are underway in San Diego. Cowboys will start from their own 20-yard line. Led out onto the field by Tony Romo, who was born here in San Diego, second in the league in completion percentage over the first 3 weeks. He's thrown 6 touchdown passes, only 1 interception.
Off to a great start, and you look at those statistics, but Tony Romo will be the first one to tell you, I got to give it to my guys up front. The protection has been such improved from last year, and he's gaining confidence, more confidence week to week.
Wayne Harris gets the start at wideout. Cowboys are without Miles Austin due to a hamstring injury. On first down, this is DeMarco Murray, who ran for 175 last Sunday against the Rams, and he's tackled by Manti Te'o, who's making his regular season NFL debut.
And Brian Waters gets the start today. It's been a transition since he was inactive week 1, getting more and more reps. Really helped to solidify that front up there. And the interesting thing is, how do they choose to attack the San Diego Chargers today? Get those big guys up front and get that running game going, or use that skill set. They're going to be searching for matchups here as the game progresses.
Romo looking to throw for the first time. Couple of pump fakes. Can't find anyone. Down he goes. Back at the 26-yard line. First sack of the season for Kendall Reyes. Loss of 4 on the play.
A little bit of play action. You're going to get Tony Romo out on the edge. Good coverage by the San Diego Chargers. When you run the football effectively, all of a sudden you have to honor that play fake and step forward. That usually opens up running lanes, but when you can get pressure on the quarterback, that's your counter.
Now second down and 14. 2 tight ends set. Terrence Williams, top of your screen, split wide to the left. Des Bryant to the right. Romo moving to his right. Fires downfield, and it's off the hand of Bryant. 3rd and 14. Upcoming Johnny Patrick on the coverage.
Well, they're testing that offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys, bringing 6 guys in that last play. A lot of pressure from this San Diego defense right now, trying to keep Tony Romo off balance. That's exactly what they're doing.
Every quarterback is going to be a little bit uncomfortable in that pocket if he doesn't feel that it's going to be clean during the course of the afternoon. With 2 pass attempts already, San Diego getting to Tony Romo on each one of those.
Romo on 3rd and 14. Cowboys must get to the 40. Romo stays on his feet. Now he lobs one up, and it could not be handled by Dwayne Harris. So the Cowboys, after picking up a first down on their first play from scrimmage, will punt it away.
But again, just like Tony mentioned, on every pass on this opening possession, San Diego is able to affect Tony Romo, and you don't want him to be comfortable in that pocket. You want him out on the edge trying to make decisions in the passing game.
Romo 0 for 2 with a sack on the opening possession. First time the Cowboys not score on their opening possession all season. End-over-end kick by Chris Jones. And it will set up terrific field position for the San Diego Chargers. Phillip Rivers makes his 116th consecutive start, second to Eli Manning, and his second to Eli's brother Peyton in the touchdown column over the first 3 weeks.
Well, I tell you, Phillip Rivers has put up some very, very impressive numbers during the course of his career out here in San Diego. And, you know, when we think about the quarterbacks in the NFL, the Bradys, the Manning, Rodgers, all that big group at the top. We haven't brought Phillip Rivers into that group yet, but he's off to a tremendous start this season.
Chargers will start from their own 41-yard line. Ryan Matthews in the backfield. The fullback is LaRon McClain. Rivers on first down, steps up and throws. And the pass is broken up. Terrific play by Brandon Carr, who knows the Chargers well from his 4 seasons in Kansas City. Pass intended for Vincent Brown.
Sliding across in motion right there. This is just a little wiggle, double move. And Phillip Rivers was a little bit upset with himself because Vincent Brown did a nice job selling it. He was going to be able to run by Brandon Carr, and that ball was a little bit underthrown.
Brown starting for Malcolm Floyd, missing his 2nd consecutive game. Danny Woodhead now in the backfield. Moves to the slot. 2nd and 10. Rivers complete for Keenan Allen. Gain of 5 out to the 46-yard line. Barry Church makes the tackle. 3rd down and 5 upcoming.
Well, the big challenge for San Diego today is how do they hang in there up front. Mike Harris, Johnny Truman, Rich Ornberger, those are all new faces in here. They were in the game at the end last week. A lot of injuries in that offensive line.
Chargers without the 3 starters on the offensive line. King Dunlap, Chad Reinhardt, and Jeremy Clary. Chargers empty the backfield. Ronnie Brown split wide to the right. Rivers from the shotgun on 3rd down and 5. Quick release and stopped short is Brown. Sean Lee coming up to make the tackle. So the Chargers will punt it away.
Nice hustle by Sean Lee, because I don't know if Orlando Scandrick is going to be able to make the play and keep this spot short of a 1st down. I want you to watch number 50 come in and secure this to make sure that San Diego doesn't get the 1st.
Terrific play by Lee. Mike Cyphers punting to Dwayne Harris. The Cowboys pinned inside 20-yard line. Scoreless early 1st quarter in San Diego. Some terrific action early around the National Football League. Alex Smith and the Chiefs now 4-0. First time since 2003. Big day for Adrian Peterson, and the Vikings win in London over the Steelers. And how about Reggie Bush rushing for 139 yards for the Lions as they move into a 1st-place tie with the Bears.
Adrian Peterson, such a key part of that Minnesota team, but great additions. Alex Smith to the Kansas City Chiefs, Reggie Bush to the Detroit Lions, adding an element for Alex at the quarterback spot. He's so good with the football. Turnovers at the quarterback spot, such a big issue for the Chiefs last year. And boy, I tell you what, the Detroit Lions have been looking for somebody to help in the running game for quite some time.
Yes, they have. Here's DeMarco Murray out to the 23-yard line. Gain of 5 on 1st down as we check out the Chargers defensively.
Well, it should come as no surprise to the Dallas Cowboys that they were under pressure on that 1st series, because they talked about Dwight Freeney and Jarrett Johnson as guys that can get pressure. Manti Te'o gets his 1st start in the NFL, sprained his foot in that preseason opener. And I tell you, I talked to Joe Barry before the game. Very excited to have Manti Te'o in the lineup this afternoon.
Joe Barry, Chargers linebacker coach. 2nd down and 5. It's Murray. And Murray is out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Corey Legion made the tackle, so Cowboys now facing 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2.
2nd offensive series for the Cowboys. Early 1st quarter here in San Diego. Third down and 2. Empty backfield. Romo on 3rd down, and the pass broken up. He was looking for Des Bryant, who wanted a flag. Derek Cox got a piece of it. Cowboys will punt for the 2nd time.
Well, you're going to have to be able to stop slants. There's Des Bryant on the outside at the top of your screen. It's a good release, but he stays with it. He actually gets beat a little bit to the inside on the release. It's a nice job staying with that, making the deflection at the end.
So Tony Romo starts this game 0 for 3. Jones punting for the second time. Eddie Royal backpedals to the 23-yard line. 11 yards on the return. Edgar Jones makes the tackle on special teams. Philip Rivers and the Chargers offense when we return to San Diego.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com.
What a day. 80-degree afternoon in San Diego. Second possession for the Chargers as Tony Romo chats with wideout Chad Beasley. Romo 0 for 3 over the first 2 series. 2 tight ends set for the Chargers. They start from the 35 as Rivers hands it off. Matthews tries to cut it back inside. And he's tackled by Justin Durant. Gain of 2. Time for a game break. Kurt Menefee.
Well, the overtime game between Houston and Seattle, many of you were watching, is now over. Steven Hausker, 45 yards. It's good. It's a game winner. Back from 20-3 down at halftime. Seahawks go to 4-0, 23-20 in OT. Kenny Moose and Goose.
4-0 for the first time in franchise history. Thanks, Kurt. Second down and 8 for the Chargers. Woodhead split wide to the right. As the Chargers keep it on the ground, this is the fullback, McClain. And he's out to the 42-yard line, gain of 5. Darryl, Cowboys defense.
Yeah, and Tony talked about the hustle and all the fundamentals with this group. It's been so impressive to watch this front line. They've had so many players out. You've got Ratliff out and Crawford is out. It's impressive. Anthony Spencer goes on IR this week, and they just keep rolling these guys in. Rob Marinelli's done a tremendous job getting this defense. They bought into this philosophy, and Tony's exactly right. They fly around to the football.
3 wide receivers. Ronnie Brown in the backfield. 3rd down and 3. Our first flags of the day.
False start, offense, number 63. 5-yard penalty. It's 3rd down.
That's the left guard, Johnny Troutman, making his first career start.
Left guard, number 63. You see that little flinch? And something as simple as just getting used to the quarterback's cadence. I think that's something that's very underrated. You know, when guys are new into the lineup, it's not necessarily just nerves, but getting accustomed to hearing that cadence.
I mean, comfortable with the guy next to you, too. You got Mike Harris right next to Troutman. That whole side of the line is brand new. These guys haven't had any time with King. They'll get their timing down.
3rd down and 8 following the penalty. As Rivers looks for Keenan Allen, he's got him. It's a 1st down and more for Allen. The rookie out of Cal. Finally chased down by Morris Claiborne, a 31-yard pass play.
And this is such a difficult play to defend, that underthrown ball down the sideline. Morris Claiborne's in good position. He's watching, gets his head around just a little bit late. By that time, Keenan Allen is already making the adjustment on the ball.
Orlando Scandrick in now for Claiborne. 1st and 10 from the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Rivers over the top. And the catch is made by Antonio Gates. Down to the 26. 6-yard pass play, 2nd and 4.
And I think one of the really good things that Mike McCoy and Ken Wisenhunt did when they came to San Diego this year was they allowed Antonio Gates and Philip Rivers to have some of those plays that they've become so good at during the course of their careers together here. You'll see a lot of similarities when you're seeing Antonio Gates out on these routes to that old San Diego offense.
Rivers on 2nd and 4. He fires downfield for Woodhead. Touchdown!
We just talked about Antonio Gates and Philip Rivers together, so when he motions out to the outside, he's going to draw a lot of attention. Danny Woodhead Here he is right here. We'll watch him against Bruce Carter on the outside. I think this was late hands. Let's see if Danny Woodhead waits till the last second before he extends to that ball. Kind of caught Bruce Carter off guard. Didn't expect that ball to be coming in over the top.
Nick Novak adds the extra point. First touchdown is a San Diego Charger for the former Jet and Patriot, Danny Woodhead.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
7-0 lead for the San Diego Chargers. There's Danny Woodhead, 26-yard touchdown catch on the prior play. Rivers hit Keenan Allen for 31 yards.
It's a tremendous throw by Phillip Rivers on that touchdown. I thought what it was a case of Danny Woodhead getting downfield vertical against a linebacker and not really allowing him to know when that ball was coming and getting those hands extended late, but it was actually just a tremendous throw in the perfect spot by Phillip Rivers.
Dwayne Harris back deep for the Cowboys. And they will start from the 20. Midway through the first quarter in San Diego. Rivers to Woodhead. 7-0 Chargers.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Captain Phillips, in theaters October 11th. By Nationwide Insurance, Nationwide is on your side. And by KFC, the official sponsor of Couchgating. KFC plus football equals Couchgating.
Back in San Diego, Chargers lead the Cowboys 7-0. A lot of Dallas Cowboys fans here today, Darryl.
They've been all around downtown as we've spent the weekend here in San Diego.
It was louder for the introductions for the Cowboys than it was for the Chargers down here.
Cowboys start from their own 20-yard line. Romo to the outside, and he's now 0 for 4. Pass intended for the rookie out of Baylor, Terrence Williams.
Yeah, but Terrence Williams has to make that catch. This offense sputtering right now. Somebody needs to step up and make a play with Miles Austin out of the offense. It's going to be Terrence Williams, Dwayne Harris, and Cole Beasley trying to pick up that slack. As good as they have started off, they started off very sluggishly this afternoon.
Harris split wide to the left. Beasley in the slot. 3 wide receivers for the Cowboys. Romo on second down. There's his first completion for the tight end, Jason Witten, for a gain of 7.
We've got two of the best in the business here at the tight end position in our game this afternoon. We talked about Antonio Gates on the previous drive for the Chargers. There's Jason Witten right there. And really, in my opinion, kind of that throwback old school. Yeah, he can line up anywhere across the formation, run great routes, but watching him last week in the run game, a great blocker. Antonio Gates, really kind of that first guy that kind of came in and revolutionized the tight end position. Tough to match up with Antonio Gates wherever he lines up on the field.
Third down and 3. Cowboys must get to the 30. Romo down at the 19-yard line. Corey Legent with the pressure.
Hats off to this San Diego defense because Dallas has done a nice job during the course of the season. Here's Larry English. He's coming from the outside. He's going to get up there and get some pressure. Corey Legent coming from the other side. Tony Romo right now cannot feel comfortable in that pocket.
Pressure's right up in his face on the inside.
Second Chargers sack in 3 series. And once again, the Chargers will have terrific field position. They will start from the 36-yard line. Back in San Diego, Kenny Albert, Darryl Johnston, Tony Siragusa, 7-0 lead for the Chargers over the Cowboys. Once again, good starting field position for San Diego. They started their drives today at the 41, 35, and now the 35 once again. On first down, it's Matthews. Gain of 2. Let's check in on the Broncos and the Eagles with Kurt.
Broncos, not just all offense. Apparently, Trendon Holiday, seems like every week he does this, right? 105-yard kickoff return. That was after an Eagles field goal. It's 14-3, and they're still in the first quarter. Broncos up. Kenny Moose and Goose.
All right, thanks, Kurt. Chargers leading the Cowboys 7-0 here in San Diego. Second down and 8. Again, it's Matthews. Ryan Matthews out to the 44-yard line, so it will be third down and 1 following the 7-yard pickup.
That's a good running play designed by the San Diego Chargers. When you've got aggressive edge rushers, use that against them. They got DeMarcus Ware up the field. You're going to see a lot of that power game from Mike McCoy. You're going to come around, you're going to try and kick out the end of the line and roll everybody up inside. So DeMarcus Ware, all your edge rushers have to be aware that they've got to squeeze that run back down inside.
Third down and 1. Two tight ends, plus the fullback McClain, and this is McClain who looked to tweak his ankle earlier back in the game, game 6, and a Chargers first down.
That's a big, powerful guy coming at you in that running game from that fullback position.
Position that a lot of teams have gotten away from, right, Moose?
Yeah. I mean, Dallas does not have a fullback on their roster right now. Have chosen to go with tight ends in that role. But LaRon McClain is a nice fit out here in this this new offense for the San Diego Chargers.
Former Baltimore Raven, two-time Pro Bowler. McClain picked up the first. So now a new set of downs for the Chargers from midfield. It's Matthews up the middle, but he is wrapped up by Bruce Carter. Gain of just 1.
Second and 9.
Nice group of running backs here for the San Diego Chargers. You know, we saw LaRon McClain on the last play. There's Ryan Matthews. We saw Danny Woodhead on the touchdown catch on the previous drive. So the Dallas defense going to have their hands full. Got to recognize who's in the game, understand their skill set.
And now it is Woodhead who scored the Chargers touchdown. Second down and 9. 3 receivers set off the fake to Woodhead. Rivers connects with Gates, but a nice tackle made by the free safety, Barry Church. No gain on the play.
The ability to make the open field tackle is so critical in the NFL. It's a play designed. You get the receiver one-on-one. It's Antonio Gates, and Barry Church comes up, makes a nice tackle out in space. He's got his guys pursuing from the inside out, but just good technique. You know, takes that outside away from Antonio Gates, kind of funneling everything back to the inside as he makes his tackle.
Yeah, tackles his legs, which you got to do on Gates. He's too big to go pop on.
6'4", 260, Goose. Third down and 9. Is Rivers being chased. Good pressure from Nick Hayden.
Yeah, staying with this, you're going to watch. Nick Hayden's going to get up to the outside. You turn everything away. Your end goes down inside. He continues around to the outside. And again, that's one of those guys. I mean, half the defensive linemen on the roster were not there the opening day of training camp for Dallas. So what they've been able to do has been pretty impressive with that defensive line.
Fair catch called for by Dwayne Harris at the 15-yard line. Good series for the Cowboys defense. Chargers by 7.
We talked about consistency for the Dallas Cowboys at the top. Can they stack together some wins? You look at their 3 opening drives to start this game after the big win against St. Louis. Jason Garrett cannot be pleased with how they've started the game offensively.
They have only 1 first down. It came on their first play from scrimmage. 10-yard run by DeMarco Murray. Since then, 9 plays, only 3 yards. Here's Murray. And he's tackled as he crossed the 20-yard line by Johnny Patrick, who is shaken up. A look at the NFC East standings. Giants dropped to 0-4. As Kurt told us a couple of minutes ago, Eagles trail the Broncos 14-3. And how about the 0-3 Redskins? They have fallen behind 14-0 in Oakland. So the other 3 NFC East teams a combined 1-9 as Johnny Patrick remains down. 7-0 Chargers late first quarter here in San Diego. Johnny Patrick, who started the game for the injured Sharice Wright, is the injured Charger.
I think they're looking at the shoulder. You see as he comes in to make the tackle, those are some thick thighs that he collided with. And right now for the San Diego Chargers in the secondary, Sharice Wright inactive again this week. Johnny Patrick in there as a backup. So if he goes down, Cresden Butler now becomes your starting corner, who joined the team last week and was forced into service right away against the Tennessee Titans because of the injury situation.
So the Chargers medical staff continues to check on Patrick, and we head to Los Angeles. Kurt Menefee. Kurt. Here's Patrick heading off the field. We apologize. We will check back with Kurt momentarily.
Is he on the phone?
Must be.
He's busy.
Chatting with Terry, Howie, and Michael and the gang. Perhaps keeping an eye on the Broncos and Eagles.
Well, it was good to see Johnny Patrick go off the way he did. A lot of times when you have that shoulder injury, if it's something substantial, you'll be tilted a little bit and kind of holding that arm down. But you can see right there the range of motion as he puts his helmet back on. So maybe just a little bit of a burner or a stinger on that shoulder.
Derek Cox now at right corner. Richard Marshall in the game at left corner. Second down and 4. Romo from the shotgun. Romo, a pump fake, and he throws out at the 25-yard line, and Cole Beasley looks to have the Cowboys first down, only their second of the game.
And again, San Diego continues to get into the face of Tony Romo, and it's not just the sacks that's going to grab his attention. Dwight Freeney told us it's great to get sacks and get some hits on the quarterback, but if you can just push that pocket and affect them and have the quarterback feel as though he's not sure he's going to have that clean pocket, then you're doing your job to impact his reads and his progression.
Romo 2 for 6, no receptions to this point for Des Bryant. On first down, catch is made by Terrence Williams. Williams with his first catch of the day. Gilchrist and Cox combined on the tackle. Another Cowboys first down in the final minute of the opening quarter here in San Diego.
One thing down here on the field I'm noticing, Darryl, is Tony Romo getting rid of the ball a lot faster than he did in the first 3 series. That's really helping out his offensive line and keeping that pressure off him.
Sacked twice over those first 3 series, Goose. From the 36. Romo throws, and the catch is made out at the 46-yard line. It is Williams again, his second reception, as time winds down in this first quarter. Comes to an end in San Diego. Rivers to Woodhead for the first score of the game. The Chargers lead the Cowboys 7-0. 7-0 Chargers as we begin the second quarter. Phillip Rivers with a touchdown pass to Danny Woodhead. First and 10 for the Cowboys from their own 46. They've already picked up 3 first downs on this possession. Romo is connected on his last 4 pass attempts, making 5 in a row as he hits Dwayne Harris for another Dallas first down in Chargers territory.
Well, what's happened on this drive is they're getting much better protection, and you heard Tony talk about the ball coming out a little quicker. So both of those combined has got that rhythm back that we saw last week against St. Louis. Dwayne Harris on the outside, just a nice throw and catch. Good timing on the throw by Tony Romo.
So Romo started the game 0 for 4. He's now 5 for his last 5, and he's spreading the ball around 4 different receivers. Cowboys in Chargers territory for the first time today, as DeMarco Murray is tackled at the 39, and there is a flag. Only 1 penalty in the first quarter. That was against San Diego.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 64. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, there's no 64 on the Chargers roster. Let's see who it is.
How about 94?
Or 99. Jarius Wynn.
They look the same, the numbers. They get a little confusing when the guys are laying on the ground, guys.
You know, we're all at that age, Goose, where the numbers kind of blend together from a distance.
Yeah, the eyes start going.
Darius Wynn, who committed the face mask, off to the sidelines. Cowboys gained 15 yards down to the Chargers 26. Romo, after the rough start, he was sacked twice. 5 for his last 5. First down. He throws, and the catch is made by Terrence Williams for another Cowboys first down at the 11-yard line. A 13-yard reception, third catch of this drive for the rookie Williams.
And I don't know why San Diego got away from their game plan of bringing pressure against Tony Romo. When they're rushing forward, he's picking them apart.
Cowboys to the line quickly, and they keep it on the ground with Murray down to the 5-yard line.
Terrence Williams working the sideline. One of the reasons the Cowboys get up quick, you're not sure on that play. Get up, move that ball before that challenge flag can come up.
The official was about 2 yards away from him, had a good view of it. So,
but a good start for Williams, going in for the injured Miles Alston. Williams in the slot. Second down and 4. Play clock winding down. Cowboys get the snap away. Romo to the end zone. Touchdown. Dez Bryant.
A lot of confidence between Tony Romo and Dez Bryant. They gave him one-on-one on the outside. There he is at the top of your screen against Richard Marshall. I'm just going to give you a jump ball situation because I know Dez Bryant's going to go up and win that battle.
Bryant's first catch today. His third touchdown of the season. He has a touchdown now in 3 consecutive games. Bailey connects. We are tied at 7. Romo perfect. 6 for 6 on the drive. Touchdown pass to Dez Bryant.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by the Samsung Galaxy S4. The next big thing is here by DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you've got to get DirecTV. And by Miller Lite. It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Chargers and Cowboys now tied at 7. Following the touchdown pass to Dez Bryant, Cowboys drive 85 yards. They picked up 7 first downs during that drive.
And the big thing, Tony Romo on that drive, a perfect 6 for 6 after the St. Louis defensive front really had him uncomfortable in the first few series.
Chargers had Danny Woodhead back deep. They released their kickoff return man Fozzie Whitaker yesterday in order to activate another offensive lineman and Nick Becton with all of the injuries on the offensive line. So Phillip Rivers and the Chargers start from their own 20-yard line. Ken Wisenhunt, new offensive coordinator here in San Diego, Arizona Cardinals head coach the last 6 seasons.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's interesting Phillip Rivers at this stage of his career making this transition into a new offense after being with Norv Turner his entire career was actually very excited because you've got what Ken Wisenhunt is bringing in, what Mike McCoy is bringing in. Frank Reich has got some great ideas as well, so he's been very excited with the change.
Rivers on first down. Gets Matthews out of the backfield. And a good second effort by Matthews. Picks up the first down as we head for a game break with Kurt.
All right, Matt Flynn for the Raiders getting the start for the injured Terrell Pryor out with a concussion. Hooks up with Michael Rivera, 18-yard touchdown. That made it 14-0, but the Redskins are on a comeback. 14-9 right now in the second quarter. And Kenny Moose and Goose, all I can say about before was that, you know, nature calls every now and then.
You're a busy guy, Kurt. No problem.
I'd have stayed with the busy phone call.
Kurt taking care of business and letting us know about the Raiders' 14-9 lead over the Redskins. From the 31, Rivers to Gates. Gain of 5. Out to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and Orlando Scandrick came in to make that hit and took he may have taken a knee or a thigh. Antonio Gates, number 85. There's Orlando Scandrick in coverage, kind of drifting out of your screen. Just a little curl right, find that open spot as he comes in from the outside. Kind of goes down low. Looks like he gets a knee right into the head.
And Scandrick has seen a lot of playing time over the first 3 weeks. Forrest Claiborne battling the shoulder issue, and Scandrick has played well.
But, you know, if you're going to go back and make comparisons to what Monty Kiffin and Rod Marinelli have done in their history as defensive coaches, the one that Orlando Scandrick is gravitating to is the role of Rondé Barber. You know, being able to blitz off the slot, be aggressive in his coverage. You know, when he watches all the film as they try to teach the defense to the Dallas Cowboys, he's really kind of focused on Rondé and what his role was for those Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Monty Kiffin, the defensive coordinator in Dallas, Rod Marinelli, defensive line coach, worked together for so many years with the Buccaneers. In fact, they won a Super Bowl in this stadium back in January of 2003 over the Oakland Raiders.
A lot of that had to do with that Tampa Bay defense. A great performance by that group that afternoon.
And Scandrick heads off, replaced by the rookie out of William & Mary, E.W. Webb. Second and 5, Matthews. And Ryan Matthews has a Chargers first down.
Impressed with Ryan Matthews at the start of this game, running very physical. The previous run on this drive along the sideline, very physical at the finish of that.
Now Claiborne in at left corner. Carr over on the right side. First and 10 from the 41-yard line. And Matthews bottled up. Talk about the swarm by the Cowboys defense under Kiffin and Marinelli and the effort that we've seen over the first 3 weeks, and it continues right here.
Yeah, this is Will Allen, your safety. Great recognition coming off the outside. Again, we talk to young guys, you know, when you're coaching younger players, you know, for all you dads out there, there's a great example of keeping contained, squeezing the leverage from the outside and forcing him back in. Textbook by Will Allen on run support.
Now second down and 14. Rivers fakes the inside handoff to Woodhead, and now the play is blown dead. False start.
Before the ball was snapped, false start. Offense, number 79, was moving backwards. 5-yard penalty. It's second down.
Left tackle Mike Harris.
Nice Philip Rivers being respectful there.
Yes, very polite.
And Hockley.
He doesn't yell at officials. I don't know what they were talking about last week.
How many times did you say "excuse me" on the field, Goose?
Oh, at least once. Once.
I have the under.
Zero. Not a word used very much in the field.
Second down at 19. Rivers to Woodhead, and he is met immediately by Sean Lee.
There's Sean Lee again, Darryl. I'll tell you, this guy covers the field. The speed, the eyes, just the instinct. He read this right off the bat. Take a look at Sean Lee right here. Guys in the backfield, goes, identifies the screen, boom. And that's a break on the ball. This guy impresses me every time I watch it.
Cowboys and Chargers practiced together last year during the preseason. Philip Rivers told us Sean Lee was this close to a fight just about every play during those practice sessions. Ronnie Brown out to the 38-yard line. George Selvey on the tackle, and the Chargers will punt it away.
Game 7, 4th and 14 from the 38.
I think this defense has calmed down a little bit. Darryl settled in, both sides of the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
For the Dallas Cowboys.
I agree with you, Tony. Both sides have settled down.
Third punt by Cyphers. Taken out the 20-yard line by Dwayne Harris. Harris finds a hole. Still on his feet across midfield. And it's the punter, Cyphers, who pushes him out of bounds in Chargers territory. A 38-yard return by Harris. We are tied at 7. Early second quarter in San Diego as Harris comes up with a huge return, and the Cowboys will start from the Chargers 42.
And you can see Dwayne Harris on the sideline. He was a little nicked up at the end of the game last week against St. Louis. Looks like he might have aggravated something on that return, and he's critical. He's one of the 3 players that's trying to replace Miles Austin at his spot as the wide receiver.
The Harris injured his hip early in the game last week, missed some time, and then came back in the Rams game. 2 tight ends on first down from the 42-yard line. As Murray looks to cut it back inside. And then he's wrapped up and tackled by Marcus Gilchrist, the strong safety. No gain on the play. And now a flag. There's a flag along the far sideline. And Hockley sorting things out.
Illegal shift by the offense. Number 68 was going into his stance when the ball was snapped. The penalty is declined. Brings up second down.
That's the first flag thrown, and it's not accepted. First penalty flag thrown on the right tackle Doug Free, who led the entire league in penalties last season.
And he's only given up half a sack. Very consistent this year as he's rededicated himself to earn that starting right tackle spot. Penalty
declined. Chargers take the result of the play, which was no gain. Second and 10, Romo able to get rid of it. He was under pressure, and the catch is made by Murray, who gains 4 down to the 38-yard line, so it will be 3rd down and 6 for Tony Romo and the Dallas Cowboys.
You know, you talk to defensive coordinators, and when you're going up against a quarterback like Tony Romo, you don't want to show him the same thing every series because he's just going to be able to pick you apart. But whatever they showed on the last series, they got to get out of that. They're back to putting some pressure on him, getting into his face. John Pagano, the defensive coordinator, last time changed it up, and it didn't work out as well for his defense. Now he's got them coming after Tony Romo in the pocket again.
And Romo has completed his last 8 pass attempts. 3rd down and 6. Cowboys must get to the 32, and they cannot. Another good defensive play. This time it's the free safety, Eric Weddle, who dives and breaks it up.
Well, Jason Witten creates matchup problems all over the place, and if you're going to put a safety on him, it could be an advantage for the offense, but Eric Weddle plays that great, undercuts it. Great feel for where that's going.
Tony Romo put that ball in the place where only Jason Witten could have gotten to it.
So now a 56-yard attempt. Dan Bailey, his career long is 53 a couple of weeks ago in Kansas City. From the left hash, this would tie a Cowboy record if he hits, but it is wide to the left. So we remain tied at 7 in San Diego. Tied at 7 in San Diego. Well, September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, thanks to 2 Cleveland teens and former NFL linebacker and Fox Sports 1 analyst Scott Fujita. Many children with cancer are enjoying pro football games today, and the goal for the 13,500 children diagnosed with cancer annually is to see this initiative grow in future seasons. If you're interested in supporting the cause, visit foxsports.com/Fox Sports Supports for more information. Following the missed field goal, Chargers with excellent field position from their own 46-yard line. They have a new right guard in the game, Stephen Schilling. Rivers complete to Matthews for a first down into Cowboys territory.
And this defense is going to have to step up and earn the respect that Jason Garrett had in them. When you do those long field goals, the spot on the next series goes to the spot of the kick. So Jason Garrett with the confidence that his defense is going to be able to rise up and make a stop.
Matthews gained 14 on first down. From the Cowboys 40, Rivers on the slant. This is Keenan Allen, and he broke away from Morris Claiborne. Finally brought down inside the 25-yard line. A 15-yard pass play, and the Chargers quickly back up to the line.
This is one of the things that Philip Rivers has enjoyed in this new offense, is this no-huddle, hurry-up style.
Out of the shotgun. Here's Matthews. And Matthews gains 5 down to the 20-yard line, so it will be 2nd and 5 for San Diego.
They've done a little bit of no huddle, giving Phillip Rivers more flexibility at the line of scrimmage.
Rivers on 2nd and 5, handing it off to Matthews. And it is Bruce Carter once again, who's been in on a number of plays today for the Cowboys, limits Matthews to a gain of just 1.
We talk about Sean Lee a lot when you see the Dallas Cowboys play, but Bruce Carter very athletic in his outside linebacker position as well.
3rd down and 4. Chargers must get to the 15 for a 1st down as Rivers throws, and this time it is Ernie Sims, who missed the last 2 games with a groin injury, who comes up to make the tackle and keep the Chargers from picking up a 1st as he wraps up Vincent Brown.
You know, Darryl, I really like the line of scrimmage play and how they've got a little chess game going on. The Cowboys showing that they're going to bring 8 guys. Phillips Rivers trying to go and direct his offensive line and which way to slide and who to pick up. Then all of a sudden everybody comes out of the blitz and plays coverage.
Because here's Nick Novak, 36-yard attempt. It is good, but the Cowboys defense holds the Chargers on a short field to 3 and not 7.
Game on Fox is sponsored by Chevrolet. Check out the all-new Chevy Silverado at the Silverado versus All event.
Back in San Diego, Chargers now lead the Cowboys 10-7 following the Dallas missed field goal. Short field for the Chargers, and Novak connects from 36 yards out. Wade Harris back deep for the Cowboys, and he will bring this one out. A rare kickoff return. Harris out to the 28-yard line. Tony Romo and the Cowboys trailing by 3. Chargers lead the Cowboys 10-7. Kenny Albert, Darryl Johnston, Tony Siragusa. Dallas will start from their own 28-yard line. Des Bryant, who has the Cowboys touchdown. His only catch so far today. James Hanna shifts into the backfield. Play action on 1st down. Wide open. Out to the 42-yard line. It is Bryant, gain of 14.
And again, because of the success in the running game on a hard play action, watch this open up as all the linebackers jump up to stop that run. They create a huge void.
Johnny Patrick giving Des Bryant a little bit too big of a cushion, I think. Romo throws him every time he gets that much.
Good to see Patrick back in the game, injured earlier. This is Murray, gain of 2. And we head for another game break. Curdy there.
And the Eagles giving the Broncos a tough fight here. Chris Polk, second-year man out of Washington, his first NFL carries a touchdown. Makes it a 1-point contest there in the 2nd quarter. Kenny Moose and Goose.
All right, so things getting a bit tight in Denver. Second down and 7. Harris in motion. Up the middle, it's Murray. 1st down and more to the Chargers. 42. There is a flag, and Dwight Freeney is down. Murray gains 13.
Dwight Freeney's coming in from the right side, and you can see as he's coming into the quarterback, goes down to one knee.
And there's Johnny Patrick shaken up once again.
There was no foul for holding on the play. It's a first down.
2 injured Chargers. There's Freeney, the 7-time Pro Bowler, spent the last 11 seasons in Indianapolis. We asked him the biggest difference here in San Diego. He said, no horseshoe on my helmet.
It's got to be hard making that transition at that stage of your career when you've been associated with one team for so long. But he was very excited about his opportunity out here and talking to the Dallas Cowboy players. You know, when you watch film on San Diego, you know, impressive to watch Dwight Freeney still being able to bring pressure off that edge.
So the Chargers medical staff tending to Dwight Freeney. We'll check in once again with Kurt.
Well, we showed you the Polk touchdown. The Broncos have come right back. No Sean Moreno, 4-yard score of his own, making it 21-13. That's the count in that other AFC West, NFC East matchup today. Kenny Moose and Goose.
All right, thanks, Kurt. So the Broncos lead the Eagles. Raiders over the Redskins. Giants have already lost today.
There's Dwight Freeney out on the outside. Watch his rush one more time. Looks like right there. Looks like he twisted. But check it out, his left knee right now. Usually you'll see a foot or something get stuck in the grass or a twist, but
Again, the other injury on that for Mike McCoy's team is Johnny Patrick. And you know, we talked about it before. To see how he's going to do on the field. You can see he's got his head down. He's not back from that initial collision with DeMarco Murray earlier in the game. You wonder how long it is before they try and create a matchup on the outside with Des Bryant. See how healthy Johnny Patrick is.
Dwight Freeney played for Chuck Pagano last year in Indianapolis. Brother John, the defensive coordinator here in San Diego, we asked Dwight about the Pagano brothers. He said, John's like a mini Chuck.
Hopefully this is nothing serious. You know, one of the good guys in the NFL.
nice to see him walk off on his own. It's a positive.
Dwight Freeney heading to the sidelines. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Jason Garrett's Cowboys from the Chargers' 41-yard line. Cowboys punted following their 3 first-quarter possessions. Scored their touchdown early in the second. Romo to Bryant. And then a 56-yard missed field goal on their last possession. Larry English in for Dwight Freeney. Romo with the toss to Lance Dunbar, his first carry today. And Donald Butler makes the tackle. Dunbar to the 34-yard line for a gain of 6.
Well, that's a nice run play called out of a passing situation. Look, you get that response from the San Diego Chargers with a nickel front as Dwight Freeney heads into the locker room, and you get DeMarco Murray on the edge very quickly in that quick little toss.
Dallas doing a nice job of eating up the clock. You see up there in the top left corner, 2:50 left. They don't want to leave any time on the clock for this Chargers offense.
On 2nd and 4, Romo fires, and it's Bryant. Des Bryant into the end zone, his 2nd touchdown today. 34 yards.
I like Coach Callahan right now. On the previous play, we're going to give you a pass look, and we're going to run a quick toss out of that. This time, we're going to give you a run look, and we're going to pass from it. So you've got all your tight ends in. Here's your protection. Des Bryant on the outside on the deep in route. And again, you've got to cover him tighter than that. I know you're guarding against a lot of things he can do, but you've really got to pressure him.
Bailey adds the extra point. So for Des Bryant, 3 receptions in his first half. 2 touchdowns. Cowboys lead 14-10.
No, Derek, you're talking about Des Bryant. I mean, the amazement only starts for me when he catches the ball. It's after he catches the ball, the speed that he has, and we saw it right there on the touchdown run, of him getting in the end zone. I mean, this guy is extremely talented. Big, strong runner.
Yeah, he creates the matchups on the outside, but when you can design it, look over here to the right. Now you're thinking run, 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 and you get that hard play action, and it's that deep in route down here on the bottom. It's actually a good job by San Diego. Look at the depth of their linebackers. But it's a nice throw by Tony Romo into that little tight window right there. The linebackers for San Diego actually didn't bite too hard on that play action with that run formation. It's just a nice throw and catch. And then, as you pointed out, Tony, the run after the catch by Des Bryant.
And Manti Te'o back there is one of the linebackers. Just didn't quite get deep enough to interfere with Des Bryant on that play.
Woodhead will not take it out. We'll check in on what's coming up during the Visa Halftime Report with Kurt.
Coming up on the Visa Halftime Report, we'll get you caught up on another great Sunday in the NFL. The undefeated Seahawks complete a Texas-sized comeback in Houston. The Chiefs stay unbeaten, too, with a win over the Giants. And the Vikings get their first win of the season over in London. It's all on the Visa Halftime.
All right, thanks, Kurt. Seahawks 4-0 for the first time. Giants 0-4 for the first time since the 1987 strike season. That's how long it's been. Des Bryant with a pair of touchdowns for the Cowboys, who are all alone in first place in the NFC East, looking to raise their record to 3-1. But the Chargers have other ideas. They start from the 20 as Rivers swings it out. It is Woodhead. Church comes up to make the tackle, gain of 9.
You look at Danny Woodhead and you think he may be a little bit undersized, but sit across from the table from him. He is a thick running back and plays very physical for his size.
Sure does. Leads the Chargers in receptions this season, now with 20. 2nd and 1, and Rivers sacked back at the 23-yard line. It's George Selvey, his 3rd sack of the season.
A little bit tighter.
A great jump. Nice job by Selvey on the outside. Nice jump off the ball. Gets into the backfield, and then nice tight turn to Rivers to go and interrupt that pass play that they were trying to get.
And Goose, that takes us to the 2-minute warning here in San Diego. Romo to Bryant twice. Selvey with the sack on the last play. Cowboys by 4. 2 minutes remaining, 2nd quarter. There's Orlando Scandrick right of your screen. He has returned for the Cowboys, suffered a head injury earlier. And Rich Ornberger back in the game at right guard. For the Chargers, he hurt his groin earlier this quarter. 2nd down and 17. As Rivers throws, and the catch is made for a first down. Vincent Brown picks up 15 yards.
And when you talk about things that Mike McCoy and Ken Whisenhunt kept in this offense from the old San Diego offense, that route right there, the 7 route, the corner route, there's very few people that can throw that route better than Phillip Rivers in the NFL.
Chargers have all 3 of their timeouts. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Rivers with time, he throws. This is Woodhead for the 49-yard line. Church makes yet another tackle, a gain of 7 for Danny Woodhead. 2nd down and 3. Rivers hit as he throws by Hatcher, and it's picked off by Sean Lee. And Lee takes it all the way for a Cowboys touchdown. 52-yard return.
The thing that you have to see on this play is we talk about the defense hustling to the ball when there's a turnover. I also want you to watch Sean Lee's teammates, once they see that he has the interception, watch everybody jump in front of him. He's got a convoy leading him down to the end zone, and that's the other part. When you generate a turnover, let's not just get a possession for the offense. Let's take it down and score.
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Keep an eye on Lee, see if he stays in bounds as he approaches the end zone.
The injured player, under 2 minutes, results in a charged timeout to San Diego. That is their first, and we are reviewing the ruling on the field.
So Sean Lee with his second career touchdown, 8th interception, and he returns at 52 yards after Jason Hatcher tipped the pass by Rivers. Boy, Hatcher has played well this season, hasn't he?
Yeah, he really has. I mean, they came in and they looked at it. Tyrone Crawford, who injured his Achilles heel the first day of training camp. That's his position. He was going to be the 3 technique, the guy in this defense that plays that spot. Jason Hatcher, you know, some people look at him and say he may be a little bit too tall to play that 3 technique position, but he has been as consistent as anybody on that defensive line front. The play right there, and the way this team has embraced this philosophy that Monty Kiffin and Rob Marinelli have instilled about generating the turnover and taking that turnover for a score. Jason Hatcher told us, when I see film of how I've played earlier in my career, I can see points where I wasn't hustling, and there was opportunities for plays to be made. And now that we're having the success that we're having with this style, you know, everybody is buying into it. I think one of the biggest things for Jason Hatcher is Rod Marinelli instilling in him the confidence that maybe he had lost. You know, he's a 3rd-round pick out of Grambling, and you've got other guys that are higher drafted in front of him.
The runner never went out of bounds, therefore it was a touchdown. The ruling on the field is confirmed. There was no charge timeout on the play due to the injury because it was after a change of possession. So the rules do not charge a timeout. Both teams still have 3 remaining timeouts.
But I think the opportunity for Jason Hatcher to be around Rod Marinelli has really reinstilled that confidence in him, and he's become a leader on this defense for the Dallas Cowboys too. Outspoken last week and challenging his teammates to play better, to play to a higher level.
Dan Bailey adds the extra point. Chance of let's go Cowboys here in San Diego as Sean Lee scores the 3rd defensive touchdown for the Cowboys this season. They had 2 in the opener against the Giants.
Well, sluggish start for the Dallas Cowboys this afternoon. Danny Woodhead gets behind Bruce Carter in coverage for the touchdown. But here's Des Bryant. Now here's the issue with Des. You can throw it to him there and he can go up and catch it, very aggressive at the point of the catch. And then when he catches the ball, very athletic after the catch. And on our last play, the hit on Phillip Rivers by Jason Hatcher, Sean Lee on the interception. But look at the convoy. Look at everybody hustling to make sure that Sean Lee gets in the end zone. The other part of that equation, let's take the ball away, but let's not just get that possession. Let's try and score ourselves as a defense. Monty Kiffin told us, you know, even he's been impressed with what Rod Marinelli and Lovie Smith did in Chicago with taking the ball away and scoring, and that was very reminiscent of seeing the Chicago Bears. The interception or a fumble scoop, and all of a sudden you've got all your players rallying around you to lead you to the end zone.
On the second pick thrown by Rivers this season. Here's Woodhead on the return. So the Chargers will go back to work from the 23. There is a flag.
During the return, holding by the receiving team number 52. It's a 10-yard penalty. San Diego keeps the ball, first down.
That's on Reggie Walker.
Stats for Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, 15 of 18, but the one pick.
The one pick, well, the big thing, it's a pick 6. You know, but up until that point, you know, pretty much the exact same way he played through the first weeks, very efficient.
The Chargers with all 3 of their timeouts start from their own 10-yard line. Rivers complete to Gates.
Gain of 9, second and 1.
Second down and 1. Again, it's Gates for a Chargers first down.
And lots of time here. I know some fans, you're watching this and you're like, come on, we got to hurry up if you're a Chargers fan. But you just want to get that rhythm kind of started in that 2-minute situation. We've talked about the quarterbacks in today's game, and why haven't they gotten to that at elite status? And let's take a look side by side with them. TD passes, wins. The one thing missing off these resumes is success in the playoffs. And when you talk about the elite quarterbacks in the NFL, Tom Brady, the Manning brothers, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, they've all had success in the postseason. And both Tony Romo and Phillip Rivers have been excellent during the course of the regular season, but have yet to make that breakthrough and lead their team to a championship.
.49 seconds remaining. Second quarter. Rivers with time, and wide open, it's Eddie Royal. Steps out of bounds, stops the clock at the Cowboys' 45-yard line, a 28-yard pass play.
That should never happen in this defense. The big play, and especially in this situation, and a 2-minute hurry-up situation at the end of the half.
From the Dallas 45. Rivers complete to Gates. His third reception of this drive. It stops the clock. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 13 yards from Rivers to Gates.
Great job by Phillip Rivers on this drive. The 2 short passes to Antonio Gates to start the drive. Then he gets Eddie Royal on the big one. Just great patience, taking what the defense is giving you right now.
So the Chargers in field goal range. At the Cowboys 31. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Rivers off the hands of Woodhead.
A lot of adjustment at the line of scrimmage right there. They had Orlando Scandrick walked up on the left side, trying to sneak Danny Woodhead out to the left, away from that blitz.
Now second and 10, 32 seconds remaining, first half. Rivers fires over the middle, and it is incomplete. Vincent Brown trying to sell the officials, but it's ruled an incomplete pass. Now 3rd and 10.
It's impressive how many different points of release Phillip Rivers has in his repertoire. I mean, the ball comes out from so many different spots.
We've seen him change the arm angle like a pitcher. Saw a sidearm throw from Rivers earlier to Woodhead. 3rd down and 10. Rivers looking, dumps it off. Down to the 24-yard line. John Phillips, the former Cowboy. His first reception as a Charger. As time winds down, and the Chargers will call timeout and send out the field goal unit. It will be a 42-yard attempt with the Chargers trailing by 11. Coming up on the Visa Halftime Report, Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, and Jimmy. Terrific game in Houston, went to overtime. And how about the Kansas City Chiefs, who won all of 2 games a season ago? 4-0 start under Andy Reid.
Yeah, 4-0 start, 3 consecutive victories against the NFC East. I think if you're a Kansas City fan and you looked at your schedule, I don't think many of you thought you'd be 4-0 at this point. So congratulations to Andy Reid and his staff. But don't forget, there were 6 Pro Bowlers on that 2-14 Kansas City team last year. So a lot of talent, just needed some direction from Andy Reid.
Chiefs out to a 4-0 start. Giants 0-4. Here's Novak, 42-yard attempt from the right hash. It is straight through as the first half comes to an end. 8-point lead for the Cowboys over Mike McCoy's Chargers. 21-13 Dallas. Visa halftime report with Kurt and the gang coming right up. A look at the first half numbers here in San Diego. Chargers with the edge in most categories, yet it's the Cowboys who scored 3 second-quarter touchdowns, including, Darryl, one from their defense.
And that's really the difference in the game. When you look at the stats, it looks like San Diego's controlling the flow. It's the big interception and return for a touchdown by Sean Lee. We talked about San Diego making those handfuls of plays during the course of the game to help them finish. I'm not talking about something like that. That's a good rush by Jason Hatcher. It's a good play by Sean Lee. So I'm not really going to factor that one in as we talk about those handful of plays. But for the Dallas Cowboys, becoming more consistent, stacking some wins together, you know, that play becomes critical. So you look at that first half, that's the difference in this game right now.
Des Bryant with the other 2 Dallas Cowboys touchdowns in the second quarter. They lead by 8. Downstairs to Goose.
Thanks, Kenny. You know, I had a chance to talk to Jason Garrett going in. He said, listen, this first series of us coming out when we're on defense, we need to go and have a huge stop. We cannot come out slow like we did in the first half. Our offense has to go and get it going, crank it up. We have to extend our lead a little bit more and play good offense. And that's all he said coming out.
All right, thanks, Goose. Follow your favorite team all season long. Go to itunes.com/NFL. You think Jason used the word good 3 times? Or
he actually said it 4 times. I just want to cut it because we didn't have enough time to finish.
He's just trying to get his point across to Tony.
Exactly.
But that's the thing. If you're going to talk consistency, you can't come out and start the game. You've got so much momentum from really your best performance up to date this season against St. Louis last week. You hope to come out, take the field, and play a little bit better than Dallas did at the beginning. And because San Diego got points in that 2-minute situation at the end of the half, he's absolutely right. They cannot afford to let San Diego come out and establish momentum again to start the second.
Chargers will start from the 20-yard line. A look at the numbers for Romo and Rivers in the first half.
I mean, just that one play. Again, that's the separator. I mean, Phillip Rivers is having a nice afternoon except for the pressure and the interception by Sean Lee that he took back for a touchdown.
Chargers deferred to start the game, so they get the ball first here in the second half, trailing by 8.
I think both of these head coaches, Darryl, at halftime, told their teams to finish this game.
That was the theme all week, Goose, here in San Diego. All 3 Chargers games have gone down to the final seconds as Ryan Matthews is tackled by Nick Hayden. Gain of just 1, second down and 9.
San Diego very successful during that second quarter, especially the end of that half, and that hurry up, they're coming out and starting right away with it here in the third quarter.
3 wide receivers set for the Chargers on 2nd and 9. Rivers over the top to Brown, and again that swarming Cowboys defense. It's Sean Lee who makes the tackle.
I think one of the biggest differences is, though, this year, you know, as defenses try to adjust to this hurry-up style of offense, that no-huddle situation, they've become much better in getting their defensive signals in from the sideline and relayed throughout all the 11 guys that are on the field. One of the things you want to do in the hurry-up is to really simplify the defense and what they can throw at you, but they've become pretty good at running anything they want in those hurry-up situations.
Go down in 7. Chargers must get to the 30. There is a flag. Catch is made by Brown for a first down. Vincent Brown out to the 36-yard line, but we'll check in with Ed Hockley. It's against the Cowboys.
Offside, defense, nose guard. The penalty is declined. The play results in a first down.
First down, Chargers.
They can't blame that on a nose guard. That's got to be one of the linebackers.
Yeah, there's your
lined up in
linebackers
the
right here, Tony. They're going to come watch. When Bruce Carter comes, Ronnie Brown's got to pick him up, and that allows Sean Lee to come. So that's the guessing game. You talked about it in the first half, putting those linebackers up, but then dropping into coverage. They start the second half by actually bringing both Bruce Carter and Sean Lee into the A-gaps.
Like Mickey Phil. Mickey Phil.
Watch the Mickey Phil, Tony.
Yep, that's what I heard.
Against the Mickey Phil, here's Eddie Royal. And Royal gains 2.
You know, Darryl,
37.
we got to give a little props to this offensive line of San Diego. You know, a lot of guys injured, new guys in there, haven't had a lot of time to gel. Mike Harris, Johnny Troutman, you know, Nick Hardwick's been in there for a long time, Rich Ornberg. These guys have really done a good job against a really good defensive line that gets a lot of pressure so far this game.
29 dropbacks, Goose. Rivers sacked just once.
Did he just compliment offensive linemen?
It was hard, man, but I had to get it out.
We'll wait another 10 years. Second down and 8. Rivers over the top. And Gates takes it out to the 44-yard line. 7th reception today for the 8-time Pro Bowler Antonio Gates.
It's just like an automatic security blanket for Phillip Rivers. There's number 85 hooked up right over your spot in the pocket in the middle of the field. You dump it down to him, and he's able to get, he puts you in second and third and short.
That's where long arms come into to helping you out a little bit there.
That makes Bruce Carter feel a bit uncomfortable, guys.
Yeah. Wish I had 4 more inches on my reach.
Third down and 1. Gates again. First down.
He's got such a great feel. We talk about Tony Gonzalez and his basketball background and how he utilizes that at the tight end position. Antonio Gates also that basketball background. Just a great feel in getting open in zone coverages.
And he has surpassed Ozzie Newsome, now 4th all-time in receptions amongst tight ends. Rivers to Gates again. Antonio Gates to the Cowboys. 25-yard line. 26-yard pass play.
When you have those tough tight end matchups, one of the things you want to do is make the release a little bit harder. Look how clean that is for Antonio Gates to get down into the middle of the field. Phillip Rivers has been accurate today, just dropping it over the top of outstretched hands on a couple of occasions.
He's got to Gates 3 times on this drive. 9 receptions in the game for 80 yards for Antonio Gates. This is Woodhead. Stays on his feet and is finally dragged down after picking up 9.
So Danny Woodhead from the backfield. It's so hard as a defensive lineman, even linebackers, to go. You have to get your leverage, you have to get under his pads in order to tackle that guy.
Here's Woodhead again, and he picks up the Chargers' first down.
Just to keep your eyes on a guy of his size in the backfield against these huge offensive linemen is very difficult. Also, Gates was downfield with a nice block on that last play, Darryl. He does it all.
Yeah, he's one of the more complete ones in the NFL.
His set of downs for the Chargers from the Cowboys 13. Rivers on first down. Looking at zone, he throws. Touchdown. Second of the game, Danny Woodhead.
Both of his touchdowns against Bruce Carter in coverage. Bruce Carter is a good cover linebacker. Danny Woodhead offset. There's Bruce Carter, 54. And it's just one of those wheel routes. We call it the wheel route. You go out to the flat. If the linebacker doesn't pay attention, you turn up the field along the sideline.
Extra point is good. The Chargers, who trailed by 11, have pulled to within 1. Rivers to Woodhead again.
Today's game is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. And by the 2013 Ford F-150 with EcoBoost.
San Diego Chargers trailed by 11 late in the second quarter, but it's now a one-point game. Danny Woodhead with his second touchdown today. Antonio Gates, a huge part of the 80-yard drive. Cowboys will start from their own 20. Danny Woodhead listed at 5'8", plays a lot bigger. The Dallas Cowboys finally back on offense. Check this out, Darryl. The Chargers have run the last 23 plays from scrimmage. You go back to the Sean Lee interception, return for a touchdown, then the field goal drive late in the first half, and the touchdown drive there in the second half. The last Dallas offensive play was the Romo to Bryant touchdown pass with 2.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
And we'll see how that impacts this Dallas offense. They've been sitting down for a long time. Factor in the halftime as well in between those 23 plays, and they cannot afford to come out and have a short series right here and have that defense have to come back out on the field.
Murray gained 3 on first down, now 2nd and 7. Huge edge in time of possession coming into this game. Cowboys were second in the league in that category. This play is blown dead. It's a false start.
False start, offense, number 11. 5-yard penalty. It's second down.
It's on Cole Beasley, the wideout. Chargers still without Dwight Freeney, suffered a quad injury late in the first half. First accepted penalty committed by the Cowboys today. Second down and 12. Beasley shifting. Romo on second down. Check down to DeMarco Murray. And Murray out to the 27-yard line. Donald Butler made the tackle. It's a gain of 9 for Murray, setting up third down and 3, and the Cowboys quickly back up to the line. Need to get to the 30 for a first down. They do, as Beasley makes the catch. There is a flag.
I think Donald Butler was a little lazy getting off to the side of the field on that, and they got caught with 12 guys on a substitution.
Reggie Walker on the stop.
12 men on the defense. The penalty is declined. What?
Here's your 2 guys right here trying to get sorted out who's supposed to be on the field.
It should be 7:52.
But then there's just not a lot of urgency right there to get off the field.
No, he must be completely off the field in order to not be flagged. Cowboys decline the penalty. They take the result of the play, which was a first down. There's John Pagano, his 12th season here in San Diego, second year as defensive coordinator, working under first-year head coach Mike McCoy. This set of downs for the Cowboys. From the 32-yard line, leading by 1. Here's Murray up the middle. Murray out to the 36. Check in once again with Kurt. Now there is a flag. We're going to go to Kurt, but a penalty flag has been thrown.
Well, that's Demaryius Thomas with a touchdown reception from Peyton Manning. 14th of the year for Manning. 28-13, Denver on top of Philly midway through the third quarter. But I'm wondering what that penalty is in your game, Kenny.
Kurt, it is an unnecessary roughness. Donald Butler, who was involved in that confusion, trying to get off the field. And now he commits the 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, and this is a point of emphasis this year with the officials coming in around the pile. This is one of the things that all these teams were told about during the course of training camp as the officials went out on their visits. So,
well, Butler did it.
Very nice.
Very good, Kenny. And now the Cowboys in Chargers territory. This is Murray. And he's bottled up. Loses a yard. Garrett Johnson, the longtime Raven, on the tackle.
Garrett Johnson, a very versatile player. Plays defensive end, plays inside, outside linebacker. Got an unbelievable motor, too.
And he hit Murray Goose for the loss of a yard. 55 yards on the ground for Murray today, coming off the 175-yard performance against the Rams last week. Second down and 11 from midfield. Romo throws it away. He was looking for Witten.
This is just a little flat route right here. I think Tony Romo's just kind of throwing this one away. Eric Weddle's right there to make the play on the ball. You know, sometimes it could be a pick situation, or other times, you know, hey, Jason Witten's going to take a big hit if I throw that one and he has to go up and extend for it.
Now third down and 11. Cowboys must get to the 39. Romo with time. Now he throws and it's incomplete. Bryant unable to make the play.
San Diego only rushes 4. They show a little bit of pressure at the snap, but everybody backs out, so you're sending 4 guys. So nice job with the coverage on the back end. Des Bryant, who coach defensive coordinator John Pagano called a game wrecker. We've seen what his skills are there in the first half with a couple of touchdowns.
Jones punting from his own 40. Fair catch is called for by Royal at the 21. Just over 6 minutes remaining in this third quarter, and there's a flag following the punt as we check out Woodhead's most recent score.
During the kick, holding by the receiving team, number 96. A penalty's enforced half the distance to the goal. San Diego keeps the ball, first down.
A lot of late flags today. There's another. What a day in San Diego. America's game of the week. Cowboys lead the Chargers by 1. Chargers start from their own 11-yard line following the penalty on the punt. 3 wide receivers set for Rivers. On first down, Rivers. And the catch is made by Keenan Allen. It is ruled that he got both feet down inbounds. And now the Chargers quickly back up to the line.
Yeah, what a great catch by Keenan Allen. And you go through the process. Catches the ball 2 feet in, and then all the way through the process of making the catch, maintains possession. And again, that's that 7 route, that corner route. Phillip Rivers, I don't know if there's anybody that throws it as well as him in the NFL.
Now it's Matthews. Ryan Matthews out to the 37-yard line. Well, 60 minutes of live NFL games free now through October 1st. Call Star NFL to download now. Stuck it down in 4. Chargers trailing by 1. Just over 5 minutes remaining, third quarter. Off the play fake. Rivers complete to Matthews for a first down. Scandrick wraps him up, throws him out of bounds, but not before Matthews gains 7.
Hats off to this San Diego offense coming into the game. Phillip Rivers told us they really trust their front 4. So the challenge is, can we hit a big play over the top, or can we sustain the drives? And they've hit a couple of chunk plays here and there, but really the more impressive thing is how efficient they've been able to do and how they've been able to drive the length of the field. And getting ready to start another one right here.
44-yard line on first down. It's Matthews. Matthews gains 5 out to the 49, setting up second down and 5.
They just keep running the ball to the left side of that offensive line. I mean, over and over again. I don't think I've seen one to the right side.
You pointed out, Goose, you know, with these new pieces of the puzzle on that offensive line, your left guard, left tackle, not your starting 5 when the season started. DJ Fluker, that right tackle on the other side, their first-round pick, known as a great run blocker. So, yeah, throwing a little bit of a curveball at the Dallas defense here with their effective runs to the left side.
And they're running against Kyle Wilbur, who is in for DeMarcus Ware. Wilbur, number 51. Rivers on second down. The slant is caught by Keenan Allen for a Chargers first down in Cowboys territory.
At some point, Darryl, they got to get out of this zone. They got to start playing a little man-to-man and change it up. Phillip Rivers, he just going back, knowing what he's going to get there as far as the coverage, and his receivers doing a great job of sitting in holes, and he's doing a great job of delivering the ball to him.
From the 41 on first down. Chargers running up the middle this time. And Woodhead, a hard man to bring down.
Yeah, we're seeing this hurry up, and with also a lot of the control at the line of scrimmage to Phillip Rivers. And he told us it's not all about throwing the football. He goes, I want to run. I know how important it is for my guys to come off the ball and establish that running game, and it sets up my play action.
Chargers had a big edge in time of possession in the first half. No different here in the third quarter. Second down at 6. Quick release to Eddie Royal. And Royal zigzags his way down to the 26-yard line of the Cowboys. Gain of 12.
Well, you walk up the inside linebackers into the middle, just get it to the outside quickly. Little jump pass over the top of Orlando Scandrick out to Eddie Royal.
That's 12 straight completions for Phillip Rivers, one shy of his career best. DeMarcus Ware back on the field for the Cowboys.
30 out of 35 this afternoon.
Here's Woodhead, big hole. And Danny Woodhead picks up another Chargers first down, finally tackled by Sean Lee after a gain of 15.
Everybody on the Dallas defensive right side, this is just going to be a wind out the back door.
Yeah, DeMarcus Ware takes the inside route on that. Antonio Gates, like you were going to say, Darryl, goes and has a nice, easy down block. No one's out there.
First and 10 from the Cowboys' 11. Rivers on first down. To the outside, it's Vincent Brown. Not much. And Rivers ties his career best with 13 straight completions.
What an impressive drive by San Diego right here. I mean, Dallas has the punt with the penalty, forces them all the way back and just methodically down the field. They just dominated play here in the third quarter.
Started the drive at their own 11. Rivers empties the backfield. Woodhead split wide to the right. Second down and 9. 10th play of the drive. Sidearm throw, and it's broken up by Scandrick. And there is a flag.
Pass interference, defense, number 32. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
A little bit underthrown. I didn't think Orlando Scandrick came through the back. He didn't hook and pull as he came across, reaching by.
Now first and goal from the Cowboys 7. Woodhead Woodhead down to the 5. Gain of 2 as time winds down in this third quarter here in San Diego. Cowboys led 21-10. Chargers kicked a field goal as time expired in the first half. And Woodhead scored his second touchdown of the game early in this third quarter. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5 for Phillip Rivers and the Chargers when we return. 3 quarters in the books from San Diego. We start the fourth quarter in San Diego with the Cowboys leading by 1. They had an 11-point lead earlier. And we talked during our open about the Chargers' first 3 games under head coach Mike McCoy. They all went down to the wire. Game-winning scores in the last 15 seconds in all 3. Chargers winning only 1 of the 3.
And the other part we talked about was Dallas and the consistency. They want to take that next step, string some victories back to back. And for Sean Lee and his defense right now, that was a very, very difficult third quarter. I mean, San Diego just dominated them.
And the Chargers now facing a 2nd and goal from the Dallas 5. Rivers on 2nd and goal. And he throws it through the end zone.
Protection starts to break down a little bit, so Phillip Rivers breaks out to the right side. Marcus Ware coming all the way from the other side, Tony, fighting through all that traffic.
Yeah, Lee does a nice job of picking him up. That's where Phillip Rivers wanted to go. When he didn't see that, when he saw that he was covered, he just threw it out of the end zone.
12th play of the drive. Chargers started back at their own 11. Rivers on 3rd and goal. And the pass was tipped. George Selvey got a piece of it, so the Chargers will send out the field goal unit.
As a defensive lineman, you know Phillip Rivers, when he drops back, this is going to be a low throw because he doesn't have a long way to go. Great job getting your hands up, tipping the ball, pass breakup. That's a big, big play for that defense.
There's Selvey, who had a sack earlier, broke up the pass. Nick Novak has hit his prior 2 attempts today from the right hash. The kick is good. So the Chargers go back on top, lead the Cowboys by 2.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL. And by Subway, train hard, eat fresh.
Back in San Diego, Chargers have scored the last 13 points. In fact, they've run 35 of the last 42 plays.
Dominated the third quarter.
13-play, 84-yard drive. Cowboys ran only 7 plays in the third quarter. Harris takes it out. Wayne Harris out to the 23-yard line. Well, Fox, tonight, do you have what it takes, Darryl? What about you, Tony, to survive the return of animation domination? 2 epic hours. It'll give all your sets and workouts, so don't miss it. The season premiere. Animation domination. It all starts when Kristen Wiig guest stars with The Simpsons tonight on Fox. Don't miss it. Never, never. Now Tony Romo and the Cowboys go back to work, trailing by 2. From their own 23-yard line. DeMarco Murray. Hard to bring him down. He gains 9 out to the 32.
Important for Dallas here to put together another good drive. We talked about the domination of the San Diego Chargers in that third quarter. You know, the one drive they had was effective. They flipped field position, but their defense wasn't able to get a stop. So see what Tony Romo and his group do here on this drive.
That's Chargers by more than a 2-1 margin. San Diego defensively still without Dwight Freeney. Injured quad during the second quarter. As Romo swings it out. And it's a first down for Murray. Ronald Butler made the tackle. Gain of 6. Cowboys move the chains.
And we talked about, Tony complimented the offensive lineman for the San Diego Chargers. We also have to talk about this defense. You saw the statistics for the Dallas offense. This defense, 32 in passing yards, last in yards per play, and second to the last in total yards. So they've really stepped up against an offense coming off a very good game last week.
And don't forget, the Cowboys have only had the ball for 17 minutes. Cowboys getting dominated in time of possession as well as Murray takes it out to the 43-yard line.
Trying to find that balance last week for the Dallas Cowboys. It was the run game that really led to that really efficient afternoon. Today a little bit more in the passing, and you would expect that against the defense that has been struggling against the pass, but not a lot of success so far for the Cowboys.
Second down and 4. Romo throws on second down, and the catch is made by Dez Bryant in Chargers territory. 10 yards and a Cowboys first down.
And if you're going to single cover Dez Bryant on the outside, you got to take advantage of those situations. And again, a lot of cushion. We've seen Dez Bryant, aggressive at the point of the catch with his strong hands, his ability to run after the catch. So a lot of respect from the corners of the San Diego Chargers.
We welcome those of you who have been watching the Broncos and the Eagles. That's Dez Bryant, his 5th reception today. He has 2 touchdowns. But the Cowboys trail the San Diego Chargers 23-21. Kenny Albert, Darryl Johnston, Tony Siragusa in San Diego. Cowboys led by 11 late in the second quarter, but the Chargers have scored the last 13 points to take the lead. Cowboys on the move. 2nd and 4. From the Chargers 40. Tony Romo, who has 2 touchdown passes today, both to Dez Bryant. There is a flag as Romo's pass is complete for a first down to Cole Beasley. But it's coming back.
Offense, number 65. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
That's the left guard, Ron Leary.
Ron Leary on the left side of your screen right there as he gets upfield. Pulls down Corey. Legit.
Romo 15 of 22. Pair of touchdown throws to Bryant. DeMarco Murray 70 yards on the ground. Second down and 14 following the penalty. Romo to Beasley once again. And a nice tackle made by Richard Marshall at the 44-yard line. So it will be 3rd down and 8 for the Cowboys, who trail by 2.
3rd and 8.
Keep our eyes on Dez Bryant, see what kind of matchup he's got coming to the bottom of the screen. Looks like they're going to have a little bit of safety help over the top.
Matched up with Preston Butler, just signed last week by the Chargers. 3 wide receivers, Beasley in the slot. Cowboys must get to the 36. Romo looking for Witten. Incomplete. Eric Weddle on the coverage. Cowboys will punt it away.
A lot of confidence with the San Diego Chargers. We've seen Eric Weddle matched up against Jason Witten a couple times man-to-man right from the start, right at the line of scrimmage. Tony Romo drops it in. Jason Witten, an opportunity for that catch right at the end.
Chris Jones punting from the 45-yard line. Eddie Royal will let it bounce, and it takes a Cowboys roll. However, Lance Dunbar unable to keep it out of the end zone. So the Chargers will start from their own 20 following good defensive play by Weddle. The Chargers, 3 close games. They led by 21 week 1 against Houston, but lost as time expired. Week 2 in Philadelphia, late field goal. And the Chargers win by 3. And then last Sunday, a 4th quarter lead in Tennessee, but the Titans come back and win it with 15 seconds remaining. So all 3 prior games for first-year head coach Mike McCoy have gone right down to the wire. The Chargers have led in the 4th quarter in every game so far this season. They have a 2-point lead and take over at their own 20-yard line. Phillip Rivers has thrown for 334 yards and 2 touchdowns. Both to Danny Woodhead. Rivers on first down is complete to Ryan Matthews, who takes it out to the 29 for a gain of 9.
I really think that Dallas needs to change their approach right now. You're rushing forward. You have trust in your defensive front. That time they only sent 3. They're dropping back, and Phillip Rivers he's in his zone right now. He is in such a great rhythm.
He has completed 33 of 40 pass attempts. This time they keep it on the ground, and it's Matthews who picks up a Chargers first down.
And he's done all the dirty work inside. Ryan Matthews has run really hard this afternoon. Inside between the tackles, outside on the perimeter, finishing his runs. An offensive line that had a lot of changes this week has played well this afternoon. Dallas coming in with a lot of confidence defensively in their defensive line and their front.
George Selvey is the injured Cowboy. He's starting for Anthony Spencer, who was placed on injured reserve earlier this week. Selvey replaced by Edgar Jones, number 55. First and 10 for the Chargers from the 33-yard line. Here's Matthews. Pick up a 5 out to the 38. Jason Hatcher made the tackle.
They love that left side of the line of scrimmage, Darryl.
They're just putting themselves in such good position on second down, Tony. I mean, they're staying ahead of the chains. I mean, since the start of this second half, it's been a clinic watching this offense move up and down the field.
Great balance of short passes, mixing in with some screens, short runs. Phillip Rivers is orchestrating this offense.
Second down and 5. And it's Matthews out to the 42-yard line, just shy of a first down. So it will be 3rd down and 1 as we approach 8 minutes remaining, 4th quarter. Cowboys at 2-1, all alone in first place in the NFC East. Giants lost today. Eagles down big. Redskins have come back and now lead the Oakland Raiders by 3. Empty backfield for the Chargers. 3rd down and 1. Rivers, sidearm throw, and it's Vincent Brown who reaches across and looks to have a San Diego first down. Sean Lee came up with the football, but Brown was ruled down.
And what a heads-up play by Vincent Brown at the end of this catch and run, extending it out. We talked about for San Diego, the handful of plays during the course of the game that can lead to a victory. Something as simple as that. If you're tackled, you don't extend, and all of a sudden the ball is going back to the Dallas Cowboys right now. Now Phillip Rivers gets back into that rhythm, can take more time off the clock.
From the 44, Rivers steps up and throws. Antonio Gates. Touchdown, Chargers. 56 yards from Rivers to Gates.
One of the things that's hard to defend Phillip Rivers, that ball comes out of so many different locations. Play action, hard play action. Gets a little bit of pressure. There's that unique release that he has from time to time from any angle. And look at the results, though. In stride to Antonio Gates over the top of Sean Lee.
The extra point is good. Chargers lead by 9 on the 200th touchdown pass of Phillip Rivers' NFL career.
This game is sponsored by Lexus, introducing a car design with one purpose: to stand apart. The all-new 2014 Lexus IS.
20 consecutive points for the Chargers. Phillip Rivers, who threw his 100th career touchdown pass against the Cowboys in 2009 to Antonio Gates, throws his 200th against the Cowboys. And it's Gates again. He's the second quarterback in NFL history to throw number 100 and 200 against the same team. It was John Heedle of the Chargers against the Raiders, but not to the same receiver. So Rivers and Gates, what a combination. Chargers lead by 9. Bell's Cowboys have not started a season 3-1 since 2008. Chargers with the huge edge in time of possession today, and San Diego now leads by 9. Romo and the Cowboys back to work. This is Terrence Williams, who turns upfield and is tackled just shy of a first down.
Your defense makes the big play, has the interception return for a touchdown to put it 21-10, and then San Diego just gets on a roll, and Dallas has talked about all week long about becoming consistent. We don't want to be on this up and down where we win one, we lose one, we win one, we lose one. And they put themselves in a very difficult position, being up 11 right before the end of the first half to down 9 now.
Romo on 2nd and 1. It's complete to Williams. And Williams is wrestled down at the 39-yard line. Picks up a Cowboys first down, a gain of 9.
Terrence Williams doing a nice job this afternoon. One of the guys that they're going to put through that rotation to take the spot of Miles Austin, who is inactive this afternoon.
Williams with 5 receptions. Tied with Des Bryant for the team lead. Bryant with 2 touchdowns. Now Romo backpedaling. Can't find anyone. There is a flag as the catch is made by Murray out of the backfield for a gain of 6.
Holding, offense number 78. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Jeremy Parnell, 78 right there. You can see he's going to get stuck in trouble right here. And just pulls him down.
First down and 20 following the penalty. Romo's pass caught and taken out to the 39-yard line by Jason Witten. 5.5 remaining, 4th quarter. Cowboys need 2 scores. They trail the Chargers to have scored the last 20 points in today's game. Romo on 2nd and 9. Fires downfield, incomplete. There is a flag.
Pass interference, defense, number 56. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
That's Donald Butler, so the Cowboys gained 25 yards on the pass interference call.
He's got Jason Witten in coverage down the seam. There's the contact right there. That's a pretty easy call. Don't know what Donald Butler's upset about.
A new set of downs for the Cowboys from the Chargers 35. As Romo is wrapped up and down he goes. Jarrett Johnson with the Chargers' 3rd sack today. Back at the 42-yard line, a loss of 7.
The ball's just not coming out quick enough. And you got to give some credit to the secondary of the San Diego Chargers. They're the 32 ranked pass defense in the NFL, and they're forcing Tony Romo to hold the ball in the pocket. He was uncomfortable in the beginning, got into a little bit of a rhythm in the second quarter, but I think just a lack of opportunity, and again, a little uncomfortable here in the second half.
Now Romo to Witten on 2nd and 17. Witten makes the catch at the 34-yard line.
They got to start managing this clock with 4:30 left. They still need 2 scores.
You got to get that first one, though. You got to be focused on getting that first score first, Goose.
Gain of 9 for Witten, now 3rd down and 8. 4:15 remaining. Romo on 3rd down. It is Witten, and he picks up a first at the Chargers' 24-yard line. Down to 4 minutes. Chargers lead by 9. Cowboys had an 11-point lead late in the second quarter. From the San Diego 24, Romo sets and throws, and this time it's Murray. Gain of just 2. Butler made the tackle.
This offensive line, the first couple weeks of the season, has really given Tony Romo the confidence to stand in that pocket. He really hasn't had that same feel this afternoon. Credit to San Diego's front of making him uncomfortable.
2nd down and 8. Romo fires, looking for Jason Witten. So 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Cowboys with 3:22 remaining here in San Diego.
Little double on Jason Witten there. Reggie Walker, the linebacker, but you got safety help over the top. You know they're going to be looking for Des Bryant on this. Find out where he is. Make sure you got some help over there. He's at the top of the screen.
Cowboys in field goal range. 3rd down and 8. As Romo takes off. He's inside the 10. He slides. Picks up a first down.
A good thing here for the Cowboys. Everybody is down the field, stretching the field vertically. Dez at the top with the release. Cole Beasley on the little out. The middle of the field was wide open, so there was no defender there to react to Tony Romo's scramble.
He gained 15. Now looking. He throws, and it's broken up. Intended for Jason Witten. And once again, it is Marcus Gilchrist who makes the play.
That's a nice job by Gilchrist. Right on Jason Witten's hip. Sees the ball being delivered. Goes, outstretches his right hand to knock that ball down. That's good coverage. Top down to 5.
Timeout San Diego. That's their first.
Chargers use their first timeout. Cowboys trailing by 9.
Jason Garrett, during the course of that play, encouraging his guys to get up and get going. The clock is down to 5 seconds, and San Diego elects to use a timeout right there. They had the Dallas Cowboy offense in a tight situation, but had to call a timeout to get something corrected on their side.
So a huge break for the Cowboys, who still have all 3 of their timeouts, not forced to use one there. 2nd and goal from the San Diego 7. Romo throws over the top. It's Williams, and then he loses the football. And it's picked up by Richard Marshall. Huge turnover committed by the rookie, Terrence Williams.
He comes across underneath, makes the nice catch, striving for those extra yards, gets the ball away from his body. He's not close enough to reach yet. Don't know why he was taking that ball off of his body. Preston Butler comes across and makes the hit, sloppy near the goal line for Terrence Williams. There was no opportunity for you to extend that in.
The ball was fumbled, recovered in the end zone for a touchback.
So Terrence Williams makes the catch, gets to the 1-yard line, and has the ball knocked away. The rookie 3rd-round pick out of Baylor commits the turnover. Chargers take over with 2:42 remaining. And a 9-point lead.
Nobody feels worse than Terrence Williams right now. I had a fumble in my career that cost us a game. It is a very lonely, lonely place to be.
Now all turnovers are reviewed, so Ed Hockley will take a look just to make sure that Williams was not down. Looks like he was on top of Weddle, number 32, when the ball came loose. There's Terrence Williams, who committed the turnover.
The runner's calf was still off the ground when the ball came loose. Therefore, it was a fumble recovered by San Diego for a touchback.
Now the other aspect to the play, Darryl, watch the ball. Ball must come all the way out. If the ball comes out and then is brought back in by Marshall, it would be a safety, but the ball did not come out, so it's a touchdown.
And as you pointed out, Kenny, it has to come all the way out to the front of the goal line. When you're going in, it just has to break the plane, but it has to come all the way out when you're coming out of the end zone.
So now the Chargers start from the 20. Cowboys have all 3 of their timeouts, trailing by 9. Take it out to the 24-yard line by Ryan Matthews. Cowboys stop the clock. Williams still distraught on the Dallas sideline. Phillip Rivers, back in 2009, career touchdown pass number 100 of his career to Antonio Gates. Same opponent, same receiver. Career touchdown pass number 200 today.
Who says history never repeats itself?
One behind John Hadel, who, as we mentioned earlier, was the only other quarterback to throw number 100 and 200 against the same opponent. We're talking about league history, not just San Diego Chargers history. Rivers 35 completions today. That's a career high and too shy of the franchise record, as Matthews takes it out to the 27. And the Cowboys use their second timeout.
30-second timeout. 36 with the stop.
Well, Des Bryant with a pair of touchdowns for the Cowboys today. His second gave Dallas a 14-10 lead. Danny Woodhead with 2 touchdowns for San Diego. And then it was Gates earlier in this fourth quarter. And then the turnover by Terrence Williams.
Tough spot to be in. You know, I mentioned before I had a fumble that cost us a game, and you're down there, you're doing everything you possibly can. You're trying to stretch and extend and try to break that plane, and it wasn't close, and President Butler knocks it loose.
Third down and 2. Here's Matthews. There is a flag.
This is kind of a summary of what's
Offside,
happened in Dallas today.
Defense number 94. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
And you would not expect that from DeMarcus Ware. I mean, it's a 3rd and 7. You can see him right there. I mean, everybody on the defense is saying, don't be offsides, don't be offsides. And DeMarcus Ware gets caught on hard count by Phillip Rivers.
So it's a first down for the Chargers. Cowboys with 1 timeout plus a 2-minute warning. Cowboys use the final timeout here. What a day for Rivers. He's thrown for 401 yards. 35 of 42. The 35 completions, one shy of his career high 2 weeks ago against Philadelphia. 5th career 400-yard game. 3 touchdown passes, bringing him to 200 for his career.
And really, you've got to give it to the guys up front. You know, you've got 3 positions that aren't where you started the season. Mike Harris at the left tackle, Johnny Troutman at left guard, Rich Ornberger has been in there, Steven Schilling has been in there at right guard. These guys gave Phillip Rivers the confidence that his pocket was going to be clean, and when you do that, he has the ability to pick you apart. Kenny just gave you the stats. Just a great afternoon from the quarterback position by Phillip Rivers.
On 2nd and 10, here's Matthews. Now the Cowboys are out of timeouts. So the Chargers will let the clock run down to the 2-minute warning. And then if the Chargers do not pick up the first down, they will punt it away, and the Cowboys will get the ball back with about 1:15 remaining. But they need 2 scores. Huge play moments ago. Terrence Williams has the ball knocked away by Creston Butler. Chargers recover. Coming up, the OT presented by Lowe's with Kurt and the gang from Los Angeles. They will take you through week 4 of this National Football League season here in San Diego. Cowboys led by 11. Chargers score the next 20. And now Ryan Matthews is cut down. What a tackle. And that will force the Chargers to punt it away. J.J. Wilcox, rookie out of Georgia Southern, coming up to make the tackle. So the Cowboys will get the ball back. Chargers will let the clock run down. Cypher's out to punt. The first time since early in the second quarter.
Yeah, the San Diego offense has just been methodical since that 2-minute situation at the end of the first half.
Chargers had scored on their last 4 possessions, 5 of the last 6. Now San Diego takes the timeout. They let the clock run down to 1:13. Well, Fox, tonight you have what it takes to survive the return of animation domination. 2 epic hours. It'll give your senses a workout. So tune in, Goose. Don't miss the season premiere. Animation domination. It all starts when Kristen Wiig guest stars with The Simpsons tonight on Fox. For the OT, little animation domination. Dallas Cowboys with 1:14 remaining, awaiting the punt. They need to score twice. Mike McCoy's Chargers involved in 3 games, all decided by 3 points to start the season. A win and 2 defeats. Cypher's punting from his 30-yard line. And will take a Chargers roll inside the 10. What a punt by Cyphers, who is the all-time leader in percentage of punts that land inside the 20.
A little help there. Not it was one of those tricky ones. Comes a little bit short, but it's not far enough down the field for the returner to get up and make the fair catch.
So the Cowboys with 62 seconds remaining take over on the 8-yard line, their worst starting field position today. We welcome those of you who have just joined us. Kenny Albert, Darryl Johnston, Tony Siragusa here in San Diego. Chargers lead the Cowboys by 9. Under a minute remaining. Romo complete to Witten. Out to the 15-yard line for a gain of 7. Second down and 3 for Tony Romo and the Cowboys, trailing by 9. No timeouts remaining for Dallas. Under a minute to play here in San Diego. Romo complete. That's Terrence Williams, who committed a huge turnover moments ago. Cowboys were in the red zone. Williams had the ball knocked away at the San Diego 1-yard line. Romo on first down. Pass is caught by Bryant, who has 2 touchdowns today. Bryant takes it out to the 41. Cowboys with no timeouts. Time winding down on the Dallas Cowboys, who beat the Rams last week, raised their record to 2-1. They will remain all alone in first place in the NFC East. Eagles and Giants both lost today. Redskins win for the first time. Ball comes loose. Romo recovers, and that will do it. The San Diego Chargers raised their record to 2-2. Phillip Rivers throws for over 400 yards. Chargers win by 9. Back in a moment.